Hey, what's good? It's Cadillaktrackz. This is quick tip, I believe number 53. Today's quick tip is about Quantize and Fruity Loops. This is a special request from my favorite fan, Mr. Leo Pugat. I hope I said that right. But Quantize can be a little bit confusing. In fact, I just learned something new with the Quantize function maybe about 6 months ago that I haven't known, and I've been using Fruity Loops for years and years. And I'm about to show y'all don't even know it either. So it's kind of crazy that there's always stuff to learn with Fruity Loops. But Quantize, I'm just gonna go over this real quick in the best way I can. There is a delay on my system because I'm using the Fruity Loops ASIO driver. It's the worst driver. You should never use this shit. This is horrible. This is amateur. Don't use this. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go over Quantize. I'm just gonna load up a sound real quick that we can use to Quantize. It's gonna be this hi-hat right here, and the first thing that you would do usually is we're just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like this. This is your grid right here, this snap. Most of the time it's gonna be on line or cell. That's just how we do. And a lot of time what you'll do is you'll have the pattern right here, and you'll push record, and you'll type something in the keyboard. So I'm just gonna push record and lay down some hi-hats. Alright, there we go. These hi-hats are all over the place. Look at them. I opened up the grid. What you need to do, you need to get quick with your keyboard functions, bro. You need to load it up. When you record something, all I did was I pushed R on my keyboard, okay? It started recording. Once it got done recording, I pushed, space, or I let it stop. Push F7, bring up the piano roll quickly. Push Control A, highlight all the notes quickly. And then you can push Control Q, and it would quantize the notes. I'm going to try it real quick. Bam. It quantized the notes, and it laid them down on these lines that I have set up right here. This is my grid. Right now the grid is set up like this because if you click right here, this is the grid. You can tell the grid what to be on. When it's on line, you got 16ths. When I go to 1/6, it breaks it down into 1/6 steps, and break it down all the way here to step. Those are 16ths again. So this is how it breaks down, bro. Bar. That's a whole bar. So you have to set the grid to what you want it to quantize. If you want it to quantize on these lines, set the grid like that. If you want it to quantize finer, set it to the different step or snap that you need. Another trick you can do is, all you got to do is put your mouse right here, zoom in. Sometimes you get more lines. If I'm out like this, sometimes if I'm out like this, I got 4 lines right there. Sometimes when you can zoom, sometimes you can actually zoom in and you can get more lines or a finer snap. If not, then you need to go ahead and adjust it right here. So we're just gonna go back over that real quick. All we're doing is we're pushing record, and then we're recording notes. When I record the notes, I just push F7 real quick. I highlight all the notes. And I set up my snap. Let's say I wanted this snap to go to all these lines right here. What I would do is I would go ahead and I could you see it? You see when I zoomed in right there, you can see more notes. It's because, like I said, if you zoom in, sometimes you can get a finer snap. That's one quick tip. But right here is a good zoom because I can see that it's all the lines are right there. The 6 lines. I go ahead and I just push Quantize. Put this online, and it'll quantize it to these lines right here. So the most important thing is you got to make sure your snap is set up the way that you want it to quantize right here. Okay, so if you want it to, a lot of times you're going to use line and cell. Sometimes you'll use step and 1/6, but you have to set the grid first and then quantize it. Otherwise your quantize will be all, you didn't quantize it, and then you're over there moving notes like this, trying to put them on. Oh, this one quantized too early, and you gotta set your grid up a little bit better, bro, or zoom in to where the lines are closer to where they need to be and more appropriate. This is that's basically the quantize function, that I'm gonna break it down like that. Another thing that you can do, a gem that I found out, is you can auto quantize, meaning that Fruity Loops will quantize the shit for you as you play it. I never knew Fruity Loops could do that. I always figured it should be able to do it, but I never really knew how to do it. And that can save you a lot of time. You know, if you play piano and you got the notes already pretty close to the grid most of the time, and you're just quantizing, moving a millimeter over here and there, go ahead and set the auto quantize on. It can save you a lot of time. And the way you do that is like this. You see this little thing right here? This is the snap function, remember? This little horseshoe next to it lets you know that it's on. And all you have to do when you want to snap like that or auto quantize is, if you click the record button, you see that it has a function. When I right clicked it, it has a function over here that says quantize. That means that you can quantize the notes going in as it records. You can select the note start time, meaning you quantize the start time of the note or the end time, or you can do both. So what you need to do is you need to actually right click here and set up the quantize automatically on your note start or end time. Once it's already set up like that, you can I'm gonna go ahead and I usually quantize the step. And when I quantize the step, that means that it's gonna, you see these lines, these are steps. It's gonna quantize to these lines, okay? If I had it, it's gonna quantize to the lines that I have set up. You see, if I could pick another different option to quantize it by, like I said, you always gotta set the grid before you quantize. So I'm gonna quantize it to step. I push record. Let me try it from the beginning too. There it is. And my keyboard is all, the timing on the keyboard is all off. But as you can see, I just recorded those notes and bam, they just laid down. They laid down on the line. I didn't have to quantize it. It auto quantize. That's how you auto quantize. I didn't know how to do that. Somebody showed me, and I was like, damn. And I really don't even really use the function that much. But if you can watch this video over and break it down, I just showed you how to auto quantize, and I just went over quantization because you have to set the grid first and then quantize. All you need to do is lay your little notes down, push Control A, then push Control Q. That's a quick way to quantize. A, Q, A, Q. It'll be done. Then you close the piano roll. Or set up auto quantize. This is Cadillaktrackz. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what type of quick tip you need help with. It's something that I can dive into. I know this helped y'all, because I know you ain't know about that auto quantize, but I'm out. One.